Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Hello and welcome to episode 107 of the Nintendo Rewind podcast. I'm your one and only host tonight, Chris Becker, and I'm going to be talking about my predictions for the yet to be announced Nintendo Partner Showcase. That's right, we're going to be talking about it, probably talking about a lot of other nonsense. Who knows what we're going to be talking about? There's really no way of knowing. But before we get into that, I just want to go ahead and thank our wonderful producers, Calamity Nolan, Mnemonic Man, Chaotic, and Sierra Please. Ed. So we're going to go ahead, dive in, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to me. Chris, go ahead and take over. What are the odds? How did how did I know I'd be here? I don't know. But here we are. We are at episode 107 of the Nintendo Rewind podcast. We're going to be talking about whatever the flip I want. Sorry, Trip. Sorry, Lando. But listen, we have I would say we have a lot to talk about, but I don't think we have that much to talk about. Um, I made brownies today. You know what? What was the best thing I ate this week? Uh, Great question. I don't know. I was trying to think of the best thing I ate this week. Also, hello everyone. By the way, if you're wondering where Cody is, he's not here. You know, here's the sad thing about Cody is he's not on the show anymore. R.I.P. Cody. He'll be back. He's no longer going to be on episode 107 of the Nintendo Rewind podcast, but he will be back next week. So, what I want to say is, how have I been this week? Marvelous, wonderful, besides the trip to the yard, but that's neither here nor there. But the thing that I want to talk about is the best thing I ate this week. Probably, I made these brownies today. They're really good. And R.I.P. Josh, R.I.P. Cody. Yeah, one at a time. They're out of here. Um, but there's Mayhem Fluffernutter. I'm trying to think if I had a Fluffernutter today. Well, not today. I didn't have a Fluffernutter. I had a Fluffernutter this week. I got harassed. When am I not getting harassed? You know. He ate craft singles. Chris, please. Sierra, please. Um, what I will say is, I was trying to think of the best thing I ate this week, and I couldn't even think. I can't even think of anything. My mind is a blank slate right now. But I did have these really good brownies. Hopefully Sierra will remember what the best thing I ate this week was. But I had the brownies that I made today. They were really good. They were like soft and delicious. And do you ever do that thing where you cook something and then stick a dang toothpick in it? I put the toothpick in it. Oh yeah, I had the buffalo chicken cheese. Thank you, Sarah. Um, I put the buffalo chicken cheese steak. Or no, I did not. I put the toothpick in the brownie and then pulled it out, and I was like, that thing is not done. It said 28 to 31 minutes. I put it in for 28. It was not done. So you know what I did? I put um I put the old doohickey of I'm a man of mystery, so I don't know how Sierra would know that I had 4 hot dogs. But I did have Kraft Singles grilled cheese, but that was last week. Um but yeah, I went ahead, baked yours for 50 minutes. Where how big was the pot at the pan? Um but no, I had a buffalo chicken cheesesteak. That was really good. I had that. I enjoyed that. I saw a thing on TikTok. This is going to blow your mind. I saw a thing scrolling on TikTok. I've been listening to Pink, my mind is all over the place. I've been listening to Pink Noise this week, and it helps me because a lot of times I can't properly think. Like I'm all scatterbrained unless I'm listening to music that doesn't have lyrics. Um, if it has lyrics, I can't listen to it. Star Crunch are good, but you know what? I think while I have you here, let's play that theme song one more time. I think we all deserved that. Okay, you know what I mean? Hold on, here it is. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, we're back. Thank you, Chris, for that. I went ahead and edited that. Um, I'm gonna put that up on um wherever you listen to music. I don't know, Napster maybe. Um, and it's gonna be in the charts. Yeah, I was thinking about like slowing the background noise, the background singer in like slow down their background vocals, but then I was like, I don't want to get too fancy with it, so I just did that. I just kind of lowered it and then raised my, and then bada bing, bada bang, badow. But yeah, we went ahead, did that. Yeah, download it on LimeWire so more people can download it from you. Um, the background singer, yeah, background singer. There's a friend of mine. Um, and yeah, so Nintendo Rewind 107, like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff. The reason Cody's not here is he's out there living his life, one family trip at a time. Uh, I'm sure he'll have a story to tell about his trip when he gets back next week. Um, yeah, the background singer, Sierra, please. That's her last name, please. But yeah, the we're out here living our lives, talking about the best thing I ate, which was the buffalo chicken cheesesteak. Um, I had. This is gonna. Let me ask. Let me ask the people of Earth. I had a um cheesesteak, buffalo chicken stromboli, and I dipped it in. I didn't dip it in ranch. Now I dipped it in. Uh, she got credited. She did get credited. Thank you very much. Um, but yeah, I dipped it in. I got in a lot of trouble because I dipped it in blue cheese and I didn't dip it in ranch. How do we feel about the blue cheese and ranch? Also, is it normal for me to have black edges on both sides? I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, maybe it's because. Oh, because I think the source is only 720p. I didn't change it to 1080p, so that's why it's the black edges. Word. I prefer ranch. Brooksy says, I prefer ranch, but you should have what you like. Don't make me mad again, Sierra says. No, Silent Brook, don't enable him. Yeah. I, I'm only allowed to eat what Sierra likes. Yeah, this is being recorded in 720. Shout out to 720 on the NES. As long as it's not craft singles. Well, Brooksy, I hate to break it to you. I'm gonna make everyone mad at this episode because was that last week or 2 weeks ago that I had I think it was last week I had a grilled cheese made with craft singles. And then the week before that I had the exotic um, chicken noodle soup. I my palate is expanding. I think obviously is what's happening here. that I was talking about pink noise and it helps me concentrate. Um, but I'll tell you what, I haven't met Cody or Sierra or Courtney or any of them in person, but let me tell you this. I hope the family is gathered around the TV and watching right now. And I want you to listen to my words because when I see you for the first time, I'm going to take a craft singles. I'm going to just unfurl it from the wrapping. And then I'm going to take that craft single and throw it from across the room, smack Sierra in the face before she even sees him there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I feel like she said that before she heard the rest of the story, but maybe she did. What is that? Luigi. Luigi is us. The perfect plan. No one saw it coming. I'm not listening to pink noise now. I'm not listening to anything. I turned my ringer off so I don't get any text messages. I see I have text messages. I want to look at my phone. I'm not going to look at it because I it'll just distract me, believe it or not. I get distracted easily. I don't know if you know about this. Side eyeball Luigi. Word. Um yeah. I don't even know what we're doing here, folks. I feel like the episode is already almost over. Um, we're getting bits in the chat. I don't know. I don't think I have any notifications for the bits, so I'll go bit. We got a bit. There you go. That was a good bit. So what happens is the rumors are swirling, people are talking. A lot of people went over the weekend and played some games from Nintendo, some games from Capcom. They checked out some Amiibo. Um, I feel like I was going to say something else. Oh, I was. We're gonna get into that in a second. I don't have the transition. I don't have the bot is down. I repeat, the bot is down. Um, Pragmata shout out to Pragmata. Scary. So I want to say that I think I forgot to turn my ringer off and I just put it on vibrate so my phone keeps vibrating. Uh, Very distracting. What did I walk into? Netis, it's only me, baby. Baby, it's just me. And I remember there was a movie. Okay, hang on. Wait a second. There was a movie called Swingers. Okay? And I love that movie. It wasn't about swing dancing, children. It was about I don't actually know what it was about. It was just a couple of guys. They went to Vegas. We're going to Vegas, baby, Vegas. And he and Vince Vaughn would be like, baby. He would call everyone baby. We're going to Vegas, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We're going. He said a lot of babies. But Cody is on his way to Nettis' house. Okay. Um Hi Nintendo. Hi Silent Brook. I'm out of town trying to find Nettis's bedroom window. Okay. I don't I'm learning right now after I read that. I don't need to read everything in the chat, okay? Out loud. But yeah, so what I want to say is uh what I was trying to say, I listen to Pink Noise because it helps me from being scatterbrained. And then what happens is I'm not listening to it now, so that's why we're all over the place. And I have a letter I have to mail out. What happened? Like I had a letter, I was going to mail it out. I was supposed to mail it out last week, and then I didn't mail it out last week, and now I'm mailing it out tomorrow apparently because I didn't. I was going to do it today, and then I didn't do it today. Tell me about it. Oh, Cody, you're so funny. So yeah, the thing I saw on TikTok that I was going to talk about 10 minutes ago is they had these they have this new sugar-free uh cherry float, like a root beer float, but it's a cherry float Coca-Cola, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll try that." So maybe I'll try that. I'm going to look for it. I'm still on the lookout for the cosmic brownie ice cream sandwiches and the oatmeal cream pie ice cream sandwiches. Haven't found those. I don't know about anyone else. This is snack rewind at this point. I just want everyone to know. But yeah, so hold on. I'm adjusting the mic. I don't know what it's going to sound like. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't even know what I'm doing. But we do have to talk about the uh the topic at some point. So there's like word gathering around, and there are all sorts of people talking about there's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct this week, and then they were like, well, it's not actually a full Nintendo Direct. It's going to be a partner direct. So Cody wasn't here, and I was like, what do you think we should do? And I was like, well, what if we do this and do an episode where I just talk about what I think is going to be. Is there still going to be one? Listen, I don't know the words. We're going to say there is. But if there isn't, this will be what we talk about for the next time there is one. Um, and we'll just talk about whether or not they show it or what they have. You know, I believe I'm still Team October, right? Was it Team October or November that the Switch 2 is going to get revealed in November? Remember that? And then I was like, you know what? Maybe it will, but maybe it won't. Um, and then on top of that, Team September. Thank you. I believe. Yeah. I mean, I still believe. Um, but yeah. So we're gonna dive into the topic. I don't have the music, the like the intro to the topic, so we're just gonna play the theme song one more time. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives, and I'm going to tell you what I think Nintendo is going to show at the Nintendo Direct slash Nintendo Partner Showcase. Um, I I want to say there's going to be a number of games that were already on the Switch that possibly got like cloud versions or didn't get cloud versions, but they had maybe they just didn't even have Nintendo Switch versions. Um, but there's also games that I think are already announced that we just haven't gotten yet. Like already announced for other systems, they just haven't announced them for the Switch. I think there's a lot of companies that are like still waiting on their dang uh what are they called dev kits. So I think that's a reality, and that's something we're gonna have to think about. Yes, dev kits. Thank you very much. Um, I am about to sneeze, and um, I just thought I'd announce that out to the world. There's no way um, to stop it from happening. Well, there is, but um, I think it passed. The moment has passed. I don't need to sneeze anymore. Um, I so I'm gonna go and be bold with my first prediction. Um, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction that I think the Kingdom Hearts trilogy, the one, what is it, 1.8, 1.2.8, and 3, whatever it is, those three plus like whatever those collections, I think they're gonna come. Um, can I play the song again? It's an emergency. It's an emergency. What kind of an emergency is it?
Hello and welcome.
Nope, that's not it. That was not it. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that helped with the emergency. It helped with the flood. But yeah, I think the Kingdom Hearts games, they're on the Switch already, all three of them. They're just the cloud versions. I think we're going to get native versions for the Switch 2. And I don't think there will be anything else added to them. But I think they are coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. And that will be a big one that gets announced. So then, world saved. Good, good, good. What is that? Sierra, please. Are you munching on something? Are you hungry? Yum, yum, yum. Let me ask you guys something. When you eat food, how often have you ever, when you're eating food or when you think about eating, do you ever think nom 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 nom, or is that not something that people actually think? Asking for the world. I never eat food. Well, Cody, please. That's not true because I know you get sick a lot from eating food and you're like, I can't lay down. Well, maybe that's. I drank some milk. Singles don't count as food, Cody. Please. What's a food? Okay. Now I feel like the entire Christian family is gaslighting me. But I will say, shout out Trip, shout out Lando, and on top of that, the we've got Kingdom Hearts. That's on there. I think what they're gonna do is possibly show what the amiibo do for Resident Evil Requiem, and then they're gonna show what that does, what the amiibo do, and then announce Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 are coming later this year, possibly this summer. I could see 2 and 3 coming in the summer, and then 4 coming in September, October, we'll say. How's that sound? That sounds good to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds good to me. We might even get, like, Grace at the launch, the amiibo, and then get the Leon amiibo later when like Resident Evil 4 comes out. Maybe it'll even have amiibo support. Who could say? Who could possibly say? I do think about the act of chewing, which seems silly. I can see the act of chewing seems silly. Absolutely. But yeah, I I don't know in terms of like uh the other stuff Capcom could show. I think they're just going to show us they're going to show us that. They're going to show us the um Resident Evil Requiem. I don't think they're going to show Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, I'd like it because they're Monster Hunter Stories 3 is also coming out soon, and so that could be a thing that they end up showing us, but there's no way of knowing. A new Ace Attorney would be good. I would like that, but I just don't think they're going to end up doing it. I think there's going to be a number of games that like do get announced, yeah, because they do have that. They got for Capcom, they got the uh, Resident Evil Pro controller. They got the amiibo. They also have the Pragmata amiibo, right? And then they got the they haven't shown any amiibo, like what they'll actually look like. Just that amiibo are coming, so there might not end up being amiibo at the show itself. Uh, but there's really no way of knowing. Uh, for anyone that got here late, R.I.P. Cody. We love you. See you tomorrow. Next week. I almost said next year. We'll see you next week. Um, Cody is dead. Yeah, DED. And so that I think will just be what they end up showing for Capcom. Will be the Monster Hunter Stories 3. I mean, I don't think we need another trailer. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see that, but I also feel like Nintendo and Capcom are living the dream together right now. So they might show that. And if they do show Monster Hunter Stories 3 again for a third time, I think we will get uh Monster Hunter Wilds coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. I can see that trailer there as well. And then there's a game that Cody and I have been talking about. He's got it. We got it on the Steam family, thanks to Cody. And then that would be Metaphor Refantasio. And uh, we could get RE4, 7, and the other remakes as non-cloud versions. Yeah, I think. Well, 7 and 8 are already coming. They're coming the same day as Resident Evil 7 and 8 are coming the same day as Requiem, which you can get like a $90 version, $89.99, $90 for 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, 9, right? That's why 6 was afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. People, please. Yeah, there's also 6, 7, but please, Cody, settle down. You're gonna route the kids. Um, Maybe there will be a game where you just try and like a trivia game where they just show the different maps of the world and you have to guess what country it is. That could be a thing. That could be something that happens. But there's no way of knowing. There really is no way of knowing until Thursday happens. And when that happens, we'll know for sure. But I think, yeah, Metaphor Refantasio. I think that's going to get announced for the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't think it'll be coming to Switch 1, but I do think it will come to the Nintendo Switch 2. And on top of that, I think we're also going to get um, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I think that's going to be announced for 2026. I don't think it'll have a date, but I do think it will be announced. Oh, goodness. I think. Here's what I think. I think we are on. I think we have some sort of ad playing. I don't know how this works. I'm going to have to. Hello. You are live on the podcast.
Okay, are we ready for a song?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, me?
Yeah.
First?
Yeah, you first.
Okay, well, add what you need, okay? We are on a break. Nintendo Rewind will be right back.
Please stop laughing. Please stay in the zone.
You didn't have anything to add to the song. Yeah.
Okay, listen, Peanut Gallery. Yeah, you're right. I didn't have anything to add to the song. That was great the
Okay,
way it
great.
was. All right, thank you very
Of
much.
course. All right, you're very welcome.
All right, toodaloo.
All right, okay, run it later. Okay, bye.
She said run it later. I that was live. I just played it. I guess chat can hear it. I guess I'm the only one that got an ad, like, cause I'm watching from my own account, and so I had the ad. Um, there really is no way of knowing. Um, okay, so what happened was I created a profile. Okay, for this account, I forgot that I set it up as the source as 720p and not 1080p, and so here we are. This is where we are. Um, I think I was talking about who I think is going to be there. I think Sega's going to be there. I think we're going to get Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're going to get the Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're going to get the uh, Pirate Life. Is that the one that it is? Sierra had ads, so she didn't hear it. Oh gosh. Well, she sang it. Um, Yeah, we're gonna get more Yakuza, but this time we're gonna get the Like a Dragon. We're gonna get the turn-based one. Um, this call is being recorded. Uh, okay, we all heard it. Sierra had ads, so Sierra didn't hear it, but she was also singing it, so I guess that makes sense. Um, Sierra, run it back. When this is over, just run it back, or I'll just put that. I'll just make that a ringtone when Sierra calls. Um, Brooksy also didn't hear curse ads. Okay, well, uh, after the show, I can. You'll be able to hear it because I'll get it to work. I'll 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 put an ad like a "We'll be right back" logo. Um, curse ads, but also curse 'em. Oh, cuz ads, but also curse 'em. Yeah. How do you feel? How do we feel about curse and cuss? Are we a cuss group? Or are we a curse group? I'll say curse, and one of my friends gets very upset if I say, "Oh, that yeah." Well, I don't really curse that much, and they'll be like, "What do you mean? You're talking about cussing? You talking about cussing? Are you talking about cussing?" That's what they say. They'll say it 3 times in a row. Um, it's a southern thing. Yeah. I don't know if anyone knows this about me, but I'm not from the South. I just talk to people from there a lot. Um, Also, my hair. I can almost put my hair in a bun, in a thing. I don't think that's a good thing, is it? I can almost put it in a thing. Um, has anyone seen my hat? I can't find my hat. I don't know where I put it. But anyway, I'll find it after this. Just don't say man bun. I have not seen your hat. Thank you. You know who else hasn't seen their hat? Me. Golly. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna see from Sega. We're gonna see Metaphor Refantasio. We're gonna see Yakuza Like a Dragon. I think they're gonna keep coming out with the other games, but I think we're gonna see Like a Dragon. That's one we haven't gotten yet, and I think that would be a nice fit on the Nintendo Switch too. Um, we have what kind of thing? What kind? What do you mean? What kind of thing? Oh, like when you put your hair, my hair, the hair on the back of my head, I can almost put in a thing. Like put in a thing, and then the hair on my and the on the top of my head, like a scrunchie. Oh, if I had a scrunchie on my wrist and then like took it off and put it on my head, would that be cool? Um, It would probably look really cool if I did that. Yeah, you get it. Cody gets it. But I'm sure it'd be great. You know what? I like your attitude. So do I. So am I. Um, Courtney says you always look cool. Well, thank you, Courtney. You're very kind. Um, I like your attitude. By golly, it's hard to focus because it's Tuesday night. It's almost Thursday, and that means there's going to be a new episode of The Pit, and I just want to watch it. And Cody's not here. I can talk about The Pit. The Pit's a fantastic show, and Cody's not even watching it. You know what he watches instead? Not The Pit. I'll tell you that much. Goodness, Cody, please. Um, do what you want. Cody isn't here. That's what I'm saying. Um, I could really go for some ice cream right now. I don't have any on me, but I could go for one. I watch only Marvel related things, and that show Pluribus. I think that's how you say it. That's how I say it. That's how we say it in the South. Um, but so we got that, and then I think Microsoft is going to come through in a big way finally, and we're going to see Doom: The Dark Age. That was like a rumored game that Doom: The Dark Age is going to be there. I think we're also going to get um, Forza Horizon. I don't know if it's going to be 5 or 6. 6 is coming out later this year. I think we're going to get 5 at some point in the summer. And then I also think we're going to get Minecraft on the Nintendo Switch 2, and that'll be on par with everything else. Ice cream sandwich. Do we have Grounded 2? We don't have Grounded 2, but PlayStation doesn't have Grounded 2 either. I think they're waiting until they get out of early access to give us Grounded 2, because that's what they did with Grounded 1. Once it came out of early access, it came to PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. I think they'll do the same thing with Grounded 2. That's still in early access, I think, until the end of the year. So I think we'll end up waiting for that to happen. Um, in the meantime, we'll just have what we have, you know. Um, but from Microsoft, I think we're going to get Minecraft. Hopefully, it'll be a free upgrade. That would be great. Microsoft loves their free upgrades, so if they continue that trend, that would be fantastic. I would also take Grounded 1 on the Switch 2, like a Switch 2 edition. I don't know that we need one. Well, maybe Grounded 1 we could use a Switch 2 edition. That would be marvelous. That would be nice. That would be cozy. That would be delicious. And and that would be good. But I just I took a picture of myself and I was like, "Oh, marvelous." What about Dragon Quest Builders 3? Um I don't think we're going to get Dragon Quest Builders 3 because um I think instead we're getting that po- po- Pokemon Poketopia. Um yeah, we're going to get that. Which is by the Dragon Quest Builders team, so I don't think they're working on that. Pokepia. Yeah, thank you, Brooksy. Brooksy broke it down phonetically for me. Nintendo Rewind ADHD 2 edition. Yes. Um, I did not put Pokey together. Pokey. Um, I didn't put Pokey together either, and then had 2 kids. Bada bang. So, glitch. What does a glitch mean? I don't know what happened. Maybe the whole thing is just falling around downtown. Um, beep 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 beep. Heyo. Um, wait, are you honking your horn at me? No, you glitched. I I didn't glitch. You glitched. Who are you talking to? Trying to hold on. Cover your ears. That was Sierra and I had to tussle. Um. Okay, so this kind of chaos is what I needed tonight. Good, good. Sierra, sorry. That was too hard. That was too hard. I apologize, Sierra. I'm looking straight up if you want to hit me um in the throat. So golly, she got me back. Okay. So now what I will say, where were we before I got interrupted? Um Chris, please. Uh I will say I think um has anyone ever gone ice skating on a pond? Okay, you know what? We need to stay on topic. We need to stay on topic, okay? So, in terms of uh Sony games, I don't know that we're going to get uh I want to say we're going to get Helldivers 2. I don't even want to look at the chat right now. Please leave me alone. I don't know if we're going to get Helldivers 2 on the Switch 2, but we got it on the Xbox. It sold really well. I could see it end up coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. There's really no way of knowing. You were talking about Pokia. Yeah, yeah, please don't distract me. Um, yeah, so I think in terms of that so because of that, we're not going to see uh the Nintendo um or Monster Hunter Builders 3. I think in terms of Square Enix games, I don't know. They might if the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 this summer. That was me processing my thought. And so if it is coming to the Switch 2 this summer, I think what we're going to do is get a they could announce that during this, which then of course it would be one of those things where they announce it as a Switch 2 game, and then on Twitter or Blue Sky, BS some people call it, kids spell that Lando. I think some people will be like, uh, they'll announce it for that it's coming to the Xbox as well, in the summer, and we'll get that. So I think that'll pretty much be it from Square Enix, outside of the Final Fantasy VII Reimagined is coming out. I don't know that we're going to get much else from them, especially since I've already said we're getting uh, Kingdom Hearts, which is just me being wishful thinking, hopeful. I'm a real hopeful fella when it comes to this thing. I was gonna say Blueprints, but he's over here all Helldivers 2. Yeah, I could see Blueprints as well. Um, and I'm gonna say I think like it might not even be. It might be like one of those games that they and I think here's what I think will happen. It'll either get announced that it's coming. This game that I'm about to mention, it'll get announced like in the middle of the direct, like oh hey it's out today, or it'll be like here's some more games, and it'll just be on the it'll be on the like at the end they have that like like the speed dating for Nintendo Switch games that are coming out, and um it will be peak, and we're going to get peak for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that will be out now. And so that'll be out on Thursday. So you can go ahead and play that. That'll be fun. You can play you can not blueprints. You can play. I can't look at the chat because if I look at the chat, then I start reading the chat, and then I start thinking about the chat, and then I start thinking about who's saying it. And if I've heard the person's voice, then I hear it in their voice saying it, and so I have to stop looking at the chat. So I'm looking over here, which you don't know where over here is, but it's not over there at the chat. I'll tell you that much because we are recording a podcast. Please stay focused. Okay, you convinced me. Let's listen to it one more time. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, we're back. Okay, thank you for that, Sierra. So we went ahead and did that, and now here's the problem with the countdown. I made it so that I don't hear the like I don't monitor it, but with the theme song I do it so I monitor it, but then I'm just thinking about the song, and then as she's singing the song, then I start thinking about when I was on the phone with her and how I recorded it, and then thought about editing it, and that's what I think the whole time that song's playing, as opposed to refreshing my mind and getting back on track. And so, you know what? You're right. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, one more time. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, so I think I had to take the earbud out of my ear. I don't know what's happening. This show is insane. If you're still listening, I apologize. If you're not listening, I totally understand. But what I will say is, um, we're going to get those Microsoft games, and we're going to get the. I think we're going to get from Microsoft. I think we're going to get Doom the Dark Age. We're going Switch 2 edition. We're going to get Minecraft. We're going to get Forza Horizon 5. And then I think we're sort of related to Nintendo, but not, or Microsoft, but they used to be owned by Microsoft. I think we're going to get Hi-Fi Rush, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2 edition announced, and it might even be out today because it got an ESRB rating, and the ESRB rating that we got, normally those are like 5 weeks out. Once we get an ESRB rating, a lot of times those games will get released within 5 weeks. Not a lot of times, some of the time. Between 5 to 8, I think it's like 5 to 8 weeks, we usually will get like the game released or at least announced. And so I think that will be a part of this Nintendo showcase. And then we're also going. There was a couple of other games because I do want blueprints, obviously. I think there was another game that I was thinking about that I want for. I think it's time. I think we're going to get. We're also going to get Vampire Survivors Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which, unlike the Switch version, I think the Switch 2 edition will have cross-play with the other versions. The Switch one doesn't have it, but I think the Switch 2 one will, and that is my prediction for that. Because, you know what? We need it. They haven't given it to us. Why the heck not? Why not? I don't know, but I want it, and I'm trying to see. There's got to be some other game that I was thinking about that we were getting. Um, One thing I will say, before we started the show, I was like trying to look to see what was happening, and one thing that popped up right before we started the show, which was the rumor of uh the actress Caitlin Thornburn, who she has like a spotlight profile an updated referencing a Xenoblade Chronicles game coming in 2026. And the reason why I think this will be a game that ends up being on the Partner Showcase is because I think it's going to be Xenoblade Chronicles Warriors. I think we're finally going to get the Xenoblade Chronicles Warriors game announced. It'll be announced here, and it will come out this fall, and we'll get it announced here. And I think that's the game that she's talking about that's coming in 2026. And so I think that'll be the big Nintendo game and Nintendo related game. And I think that's what it is. And yeah, I think, I mean, I've been talking about wanting a Nintendo uh, a Xenoblade Chronicles Warriors game. If they're not going to give us a Star Fox one, please, by all means, or a Mushroom Kingdom one, give us that. But I do think that'll happen. And there was another game that I was trying to think of that I want on the Nintendo Switch 2 that I think could be fun to get announced at this partner showcase. I don't know if this is going to work or if it's going to get thrown around or what's going to happen, but um there there was another game that I was like, "Oh, that would be fun if this got announced here for the Nintendo Switch 2." And there was a couple of games that had already come out, but there was one that didn't. I think they had said, "Oh, maybe um maybe it will come." Well, actually, I don't think they did say that, but I think we're gonna get the Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order. Is that what it is? Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Star Wars Jedi Survivor are coming to the Switch 2, I think. Because remember, they went back and ported it over to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, and like they went out of their way to go ahead and do that. And I think that would be marvelous if they went ahead and did that. Yeah, that'd be great. That's what I think. In terms of what's going to be here, I think there could be some other like surprises and like smaller games that we're going to see here, because it's not like we're going to see like a bunch of like small little indie games here. We might see some indie games, but I think they'll save most of those indie games either for the full direct or for an indie world. I'll tell you what, you, talking a lot and talking a lot more. There is quite a bit of talking. At least on my own. But yeah, we are talking about the Nintendo. Hold on, I got this. Brad's Game Dev. Hello. We are doing a predictions episode of what I think will be at the Nintendo Partner Showcase that hasn't been announced yet, but here we are. We're just living on. I think it's called Copium. Sing a raid song. Have no fear, for the raid is here. Have no fear, for the raid is here. Do you want to call and do the backup vocals? If you want to call and do the backup vocals, go ahead, call and do the backup vocals. It's not like I can't necessarily do it on my own, but I mean, I will basically just sing that same thing there, so you're going to have to just do a backup vocal to what I just did. But please don't leave. Yeah. Brad's Game Dev, please stick around. We're trying to get to 120 followers, so feel free to stick around. You know what? While you're here, here's the intro to the theme song to the episode. You missed it, Brad. Brad, please. Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. And so basically, that just set the tone for the rest of the episode. And that's where we are. We talked about star crunches. By the way, if you have a star crunch, if you happen to have a star crunch near you, I want you to grab it. I want you to take it to the microwave if your microwave is working. Put it in there for 14 seconds and then take it out and eat it with a fork because it's delicious. That's what I suggest. Um, your graphics have never looked better. Thank you. I created that. I thought it was great. I loved it. I sent it to a friend of mine. She also loved it. She said it's. She cried. It brought her to tears. She couldn't believe how beautiful it was. Um, and yeah. Um, I'm saying if you have. That's why I said if you have a microwave and it works, do it. I told you to do it. I told you. Listen, she's on vacation right now, Sierra. For anyone wondering, she's on vacation. I told her while you're at a restaurant, grab a fork, stick it in your purse, stick it in a pocket, any pocket you have on you, stick it in there. Take it home, take it back to the room. Um, put a Star Crunch in the microwave. She still to this day has never put a Star Crunch in the microwave. It was her idea. Um, once you already are a thief. Um, but yeah, so the I have no idea what a Star Crunch is. Nolan, hold on, give me a second. Um, I think I can. I think I can bring up a Star Crunch. Give me a second. Can I bring a Star Crunch up onto the stage? Um, a Star Crunch is a magical treat. I just want you to know that. I just want everyone here to know that the Star Crunch is a magical. Um, okay, hold on. Okay, now in terms of Star Crunches and what they do, I'll tell you what the Star Crunch. We're gonna pull up an image. I don't know how big this image is going to be, but we're going to add an image. We're going to title this image Star Crunch because that's what it is and that's where we're living. We're living life one bite of a Star Crunch at a time. After I do this, we are going to dive into the fast forward and we'll tell you about all the games coming out in the next week. In the meantime, look at the Star Crunch. Okay, it doesn't look that saucy if you have it. Maybe if you put it in the microwave, it would look that saucy. But in terms of, I don't know what all those extra nuts and bolts are around it, but it's just the Star Crunch. Just mainly look at Little Debbie, Big Deborah, if you prefer. She is back there, and there's the Star Crunch. It's kind of like a Rice Krispie treat mixed with chocolate and. I mean, now anyone that knows me knows I'm not that big of a fan of chocolate, but I will give it a go. Um, okay, so now we're going to dive in to the Nintendo Fast Forward. Um, he just put a homemade Star Crunch. Yeah, well, it was the first image I saw. Um, this is definitely yeah, that was definitely from Massive Deborah. She, Big Deborah. Mm. I'll tell you what. If you have someone in your life named Big Jenny or Big Deborah, you're probably living life right. You know, you're probably living life right. But um, I'm gonna go ahead and dive into the. Let's dive into the games that are coming out this week. Um, two games got announced and released just a minute ago. I'm going to play that here. And so during, oops, oh goodness, I have to move this down. Nope, I have to move it up. Okay, there it is. Woo, we figured it out. Okay, so they got Yoshi and Balloon Kid coming to Game Boy. And when I say coming to Game Boy, it's already on Game Boy NSO. It's out now. Then we also have, so those games out now. If you have a video transition, listen, there's no way of knowing how many more transitions we're going to have. There actually is. There's no more transitions. We might, if you play your cards right, listen to the theme song one more time. But that's it. Okay? Okay, so I was trying to look at the games that are coming out this week. Bada bing, bada bang. There's only a couple that I want to talk about. First things first, we're going to talk about Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. It's not going to come up on the screen, so you're just going to have to believe me that it's a real game. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. It's out for $59.99. It is out on the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. There's also a deluxe edition, which the deluxe edition is bananas because it comes with like additional DLC, like a couple of wrenches. Okay. Jam-packed swag bag. What do you think? And you get it for 48 hours early. So the game comes out on the 5th. So if you get the deluxe edition, guess what? You're playing it right now, baby. You're playing it right now. What are you doing here? Just go play the deluxe edition. But that's $74.99. The regular version is $59.99. That's Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Then we have a game called Hold the Phone because I have to put in my birthday. My birthday is actually today, February 3rd. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. February 6th, we've got Carmageddon Rogue Shift. That's $39.99. That is another Carmageddon game. It looks like Carmageddon. It's a Nintendo Switch 2 game. I don't know if it's on the Nintendo Switch 1. I think it is because it's got the file size for the Switch and the Switch 1, and they're both 13.7. It says it's the Switch 2 version, but you can get it on the Switch 1. So there's no word on whether or not you're going to be able to play it however you want, lackadaisical, blah, blah, blah. That's on the 6th of February. Also on the 6th of February, we got PGA Tour 2K25. Tiger Woods, he left his affairs behind and he is back on the cover of the golfing game. You are aiming for greatness with this one when it comes out. There's no price listed, just the date. I think this is one of those games that has like 75 different versions, but it is 34.2 gigs in size. And shout out to HB Studios. They're the ones working on it. I don't know what that's about, but and that is that. In terms of other news, I have no idea what the other news is, so you're just gonna have to figure it out. It's Cinco de Mayo. Happy birthday to Cinco de Mayo. Sierra only knows that because tell him, Sierra. But yeah, this has been episode 107 of the Nintendo Rewind podcast. I'd like to thank everyone for stopping by and watching the show, and I would also like to send my condolences to the Christian family with R.I.P. Cody. But hopefully he'll soon recover and he'll throw him in the Lazarus pit and he'll be back next week. If you have any questions, send them to cody@cody.com. And if you have any more questions after that, please don't hesitate to call Sierra and ask her. And her phone number is... Okay, go ahead. Nintendo Rewind. We're here in a rewind. Nintendo's going to tell us what's going on with our lives. Okay, all right. Well, that's it. That's the show. Thanks for everyone for listening. I'm going to go pass out, and I will talk to you all later. Toodaloo.